Hello and welcome back everyone to the Hollister MacIntyre Flyers franchise. A nice win last week, and we will go ahead and take our one comment on the day. This is from Texas Chick. No real response here for this one, just a nice comment. And Texas Chick says, a division win, nice, and never a given. Fly high. That is so true. Never are division wins a given, and that was a great one. So this is the trade deadline, and going into this, we have to balance the future with the win now. McCole Hardman just has not given us a lot this year, and the Ravens need a star wide receiver. McCole Hardman would instantly be their number one wide receiver. The Ravens are in win now mode. You can see he would instantly take over. So I think this is a fair trade here where we give up a really good wide receiver that just has not fit into our offense yet for a third and a fourth round pick, and the deal is done. McCole Hardman is moved. Looking forward here, Jay Terry also has honestly not gotten a ton of touches here down the stretch. Jay Terry, I think, maybe a little overdrafted for his position. And we are going to send him to the Jets, who are in a building mode. Essentially, the Jets are drafting a player here. And we're going to give up some picks to do so as well. And you can see we were working with the Jets a little bit here. We gave them 2 7th rounders for a 2nd rounder and Jay Terry. And they accept. So essentially with their 2nd round pick, they drafted Jay Terry. Moving forward, we have the Dolphins, and we are going to trade them a 6th round pick, and we're going to give them cornerback to Monty Baware, who would instantly be their starting slot cornerback. Baware, who has been pretty solid for this team. I don't love the idea of giving him away, but this was a good pick where we have other players we can get spots at cornerback, and we can get a pick in compensation for that. We are also going to place Scotty Miller on the IR. That'll be for the rest of the season so that we can get a new player added onto the roster. A few more trades here. We've got Junior Pettis from the Indianapolis Colts. Currently not getting a lot of time. I like his skill set as safety. I think this is a fair pick to go ahead and try to get. And we can get him for fairly cheap. So we're going to send a pick for Junior Pettis. And in this situation, 2 7th rounders should get it done. He's not getting any time anyway. For kicks and giggles, though, we'll go ahead and throw in another pick here. We'll throw in the 5th round pick. Might be a slight overpay for a player that won't see a ton of time, but I think this is a good long-term option. So the deal is done. Looking at free agency now, a good backup quarterback I think would be Derek Carr. I really liked his accuracies, and I think he has good play action and throw under pressure, which are 2 of my most important ratings in this offense. So we go ahead and sign him up. Atari Mason will still contend for that backup spot, but I think for now it goes to Derek Carr. Max Milstead's a player I always had an eye on when he was drafted. We sign him, and we actually are going to make him a free safety. I really liked his speed and zone ability, and I think he could be a good safety if he can increase his run defense and his tackling. So we're going to go ahead and make that change. You can see that bumps him to 1 overall down from where he was. But overall, I think a good roster piece to have. Moving forward, a few more moves. Dudley Barden on the Bears practice squad. We're going to go ahead and sign him up. Dudley Barden has some decent deep route running and good speed. He will purely be a deep threat that we throw in occasionally in games for a good route or 2 downfield. I think that's a decent signing. Worst case scenario, he's gone after this year anyway. So let's go ahead and jump into the game. We have the Bengals, and we are taking them on here. A good team with a good young quarterback who is their franchise player. We will see how well we can perform going into this one coming up soon. And off we go here in Cincinnati. The kick is off to Jacoby Declan in the end zone, and he will elect to take this one out to the 20-yard line and not much further down to the 22 when you wish you just knee. And out comes Kyle Linehan, who has been playing well. It's been a mixed bag of him of sorts, but here he comes, and we wish him the best in this start. Lance Roach takes the first run for 6 yards, and that will be 2nd down and 4, as Lance Roach has had a pretty good season, albeit not great. Another handoff to Roach here, and he will pick up the first down, just barely. Very close to being short there. Motion now. Linehan going to throw this one out. He's got Theo Clements. Theo Clements has a lot of room. being chased down and just barely not able to outrun the safety there. I think that was Jesse Bates, and Theo Clements has the kind of speed where he almost could have taken that all the way. Linehan rolling out right now, throwing and missing Dante Pettis. He had him. A tough throw. Nonetheless, should have had him. Sean Stevens in motion now. It's a little orbit screen to him. Stevens, a nice play there, but about 5 yards as Theo Clements comes up shaking on the play. Now 3rd down and 5. Handoff, Roach. A lot of room in front of him running out of that monster package there. And he will get down to the 3-yard line as the Flyers offense continues to move very efficiently in their first drive. Handoff, Roach. Somehow doesn't break the plane. Sean Stevens shaking up on that one. And I'm not sure how. So instead, handoff, Kosi Mensah, the fullback, gets into the end zone. And that is the first touchdown of the day. And out comes Joe Burrow. Joe Shiesty, he's had a pretty okay season. You'd think he could do a lot better, but I'm not going to say anything considering Kai's interceptions. First down here, Joe Shiesty's going down as Chance Fortunata takes him down, and fortune is not in his favor. Burrow in motion, or running away, escaping Chance Fortunata right into Kenny Durkins, who beat his tackle as well. Love to see it from our edge rushers. So back on offense, Lance Roach with a nice run here, and if we can score here, things will be looking pretty good already. Roach having a pretty solid day running so far. Play action now, and a nice throw across his body to Theo Clements. That was a great throw from Kai Linehan back across his body on the roll to his weak side. 3rd and 9 now. Linehan, I'm not sure where he was even throwing that one, and we'll have to settle for 3. So 2nd down and 9 for Burrow and this offense, and Burrow's got to escape pressure and just chuck this one out of bounds. The pass rush has been amazing today. Now this throw is out to the flats, and a nice catch here and a nice run as Burrow's got a good throw to Alonso for about 15 yards. Under center now, Burrow hands off, and this is what I was worried about. Joe Mixon has not really touched the ball a whole lot today. And we will see if we can keep him remotely contained going forward. Nice run here by Joe Mixon. That'll be a 1st and 10. Cross midfield for the first time today for the Bengals. Play action now, and Burrow, too much time in the pocket. He gets this one out, and that is caught. Taj Boyd down to the 30-yard line. Tyler Boyd, rather. 1st and 10 at the 30. Thrown out, it's caught. Alonso 10-5 into the end zone officially. Touchdown Bengals, and the Flyers defense did not look so good there. If we don't get the pass rush, yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. Back on offense again. Screen pass out to Lance Roach, and Roach fighting forward for a few extra yards. That'll be an 8-yard catch and run there. Now a handoff to Roach as he's got a lot more room in front of him. This has been probably his best rushing day in quite some time. This will be our last player of the first quarter here. Jacoby Declan, he takes the play action and almost intercepted, intended for Dante Pettis. Linehan threw a tough one there, and that will take us into the second quarter as we end the first up 10-7. The defense looked a little soft on our last drive. And here we are in the second quarter, 3rd down and 10. Linehan out. Intercepted. Jump ball was thrown for Theo Clements. He couldn't make the catch with 2 people on him. And that'll be intercepted by Jonathan Jones. At the 40-yard line, great field position to start for Joe Burrow. He'll pitch this one out. Joe Mixon, a lot of room in front of him. Picks up a block, stays in bounds, down to the 18-yard line. I am not looking forward to the rest of this game if we can't contain Joe Mixon. 2nd down and 6 now. And Burrow will get this out. It is caught. And Alonso's 2nd touchdown of the day, as Burrow has been very excellent when he's gotten pass blocking. 2nd down and 8 now on offense once again. This one caught by Theo Clements as we have really tried to force feed him the ball to a detriment at times. And off Roach, a nice 8-yard run here. Roach having a fantastic day. 1st and 10 at the 45. Linehan, a lot of time in the pocket here. Throws this one up. And it's caught. Dante Pettis in traffic. He is our best catch in traffic receiver, our best physical runner, and he makes the play there. Lance Roach taking this screen out, and he won't break the tackle, but he will fall forward for an extra yard or so. It's a nice 9-yard screen to him. And now this is an RPO throw out to Dylan Murdoch on the bubble route, and he'll get down to the 11. Really liking our offense so far today. It looks excellent. Bubble out to Dante Pettis, and he'll pick up about 5 yards there. So now it's 2nd down and 5. It's like slants run here. Linehan steps up and runs and slides down to the 1. I thought he might try to dive into the end zone there. 3rd and inches. Handoff. Francois stopped. It's going to be 4th and 1 at the 2. Decision time for the Flyers. They trot out I form. Handoff. Kosi into the end zone. The fullback powers his way in. And that's another touchdown. 2nd of the day for the Flyers. 2nd of the day for Kosi Mensah. Burrow back on offense here. 3rd down and 3. He'll find Alonzo, who has been excellent so far today. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Under center. Burrow thrown out. Intercepted! Stephon Gilmore in the flats, and he's gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Gilmore just read that flat route like the experienced all-pro cornerback he is. He has been such a great signing for us. Now a nice throw on the run here from Burrow to Mixon, and thankfully getting it out to Mixon in that case, as Chance Fortunato was crashing down on him. 2nd down and inches. Burrow pump fakes, throws, and a nice pass and catch here. And that's Hunter Renfrow. Man, they have a really good receiving room. 2nd down and 9 at the 46. Still no mention of T. Higgins. And I shouldn't have said anything. There's T. Higgins. 1st and 10. Thrown out here. Caught. Tyler Boyd down to the 13. And this Bengals offense is looking excellent the last few drives. Burrow running out, throwing to Mixon across his body. Down to the 7-yard line. Under center here at the 7, as we are down to a minute left in the half. Burrow hit as he throws, and they're actually going to get Chance Fortunato for roughing the passer. He's been good for about 1 of those a game, unfortunately. And Burrow dropping back, throwing this one out. That is caught. And my goodness, somebody locked down Alonzo. That guy has gotten his 3rd touchdown of the game. It's going to be him and Kosi Mensah for who can score the most touchdowns at this rate. Thrown out here and dropped by Theo and almost caught by Dante Pettis. 2nd down and 10, rolling out. Linehan, and he's just going to take off and run with this one. Might have had his outside receiver there on the wheel route open, but unfortunately can't get it to him. Linehan throwing this one out. Another screen pass to Lance Roach. Those have been effective today. Roach can't break the tackle of Jesse Bates. That could have been for 6. 1st and 10 now. Linehan throwing this one out. Lance Roach makes the catch on the flag route there. The corner out of the backfield. Now 2nd down and 10 with 20 seconds remaining. Linehan gets this one out. Murdoch down to the 10. And this offense has been visceral going down the field here. And with 15 seconds remaining in the timeout, you have a few shots to take at the end zone. Roach into the end zone in the first play. The angle route takes him in. And the Flyers will go in with a 10-point lead at halftime over the Bengals, as the offense dropped 31 points and a half. Wow, the Flyers are on fire today. The defense is going to have to step up and do their job, though, as the Bengals have been nigh unstoppable. Let's go ahead and jump into our halftime show. So the Vikings and the Packers are deadlocked almost at halftime, as we really need the Vikings to steal this one from the Packers. That'll essentially knock both teams out of playoff runs for the division. Looking at the Giants and the Panthers, as Austin Belton finding himself down. The Giants are 5-1 and number 1 in the NFL, but the Panthers a chance to knock them down a peg today. Belton's got to have a masterclass down the stretch to win that one. Let's go ahead and take a look here in Florida. South Beach, as Miami is taking on Indianapolis. And Stanley, having a pretty solid game so far, has his Colts tied with the Dolphins. Back here in the second half now. Burrow finding Mixon down to the 36-yard line, as Burrow has been nearly perfect today, except for the one interception, which happened to go back for 6. Mixon running this one down to midfield, and that is where he is stopped, as Joe Mixon has pretty much been unstoppable. 50-yard line, Burrow throwing this one out. That is caught. Alonzo, who has been everywhere today. A nice catch from him there. We haven't even talked too much about Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, but there Alonzo is. And now a nice throw out. That is caught by Hunter Renfrow. Again, this wide receiver room is excellent for the Bengals. Tyler Boyd in motion now, and Burrow drops back. He'll throw this one out. It is caught down to the 21-yard line, it looks like. And that is Tyler Boyd. 1st and 10. Burrow throwing this one out. Again, caught by Alonzo. My goodness, somebody double cover him or something. 2nd down and 3 now. Burrow thrown out, caught by Alonzo. Down to the 5-yard line, as the Bengals are threatening to make this a one-score game once again. Man in motion now, and it is not Alonzo. I thought it might. Handoff, Mixon, stopped at the 2. Nice tackle by Chance Fortune onto the save. 6. 3rd and goal. Mixon stopped at the 1-yard line. The Flyers defense holds strong. The Bengals elect to kick, and it is a 7-point game. So Roach with the run here. That'll be about 5 yards, as Roach has had an excellent day running. 2nd down and 12. Linehan, a lot of time to throw this one. Throws it out. That is caught by Dante Pettis for roughly 12 yards there. Or 6 rather. 3rd and 6 now, thrown out to Theo Clements. He catches this one and runs it down to the 36-yard line. Theo Clements has been a big focus on our offense today, as he's nearing 100 yards. Now 2nd and 10, and that is Porter in motion there, and it's going to be a throw to him actually. Porter getting some more touches now that McCole Hardman is gone. We'll actually see Porter get a lot more touches in the offense, I think. As well as Sean Stevens will get a bigger focus, I think, as well. Of course, he's been out this entire game. 3rd down and 10 at the 33. Linehan dropping back, throwing this one out. That is caught. Theo Clements, and he has eclipsed 100 yards today. He has been our best receiver by a mile. Play action here. Linehan throwing this one out. That is caught. Lance Roach down to the 1. I thought the ball might have crossed the plane. The officials think otherwise. Kosi Mensah, however, crosses the plane, and both him and Alonzo have 3 touchdowns apiece. Oh my goodness. Who would have expected those two to be scoring all the points? And speaking of which, there is Alonzo once again. Nice throw for 11 yards. Now 1st and 10 as we're winding down the 3rd quarter here. Burrow throws this one out. Caught by Alonzo. Who would have thought? This will be the final play of the 3rd quarter here. Burrow, handoff, Mixon, no, gets about 3 yards. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter, as it is a 14-point lead for the Flyers going into the 4th. The defense has got to step up and make something happen, though. We start off this 4th quarter as the Bengals are at midfield. This one is caught by Hunter Renfrow down to the 45-yard line. The 2nd down and 10 now at the 45. Speaking of Hunter Renfrow, a little quick detour. We have a new series coming out, as this one is almost intercepted. I will be playing as the Raiders, the Vegas Raiders in Madden 24, and joining me will be Eggy22. You can find him at youtube.com/MrEggy22. And he will be taking over the Houston Texans, and it will be a connected franchise between the two of us. I'm looking forward to that one. Expect it sometime around maybe December, maybe late November. Now back to our game. It's 3rd and 1 as the Flyers get a 1st down here with Lance Roach, who is nearing 100 yards himself on the day. 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action thrown out. Theo Clements, a nice little tight end screen there actually, and he'll pick up about 10 yards as Frank Ragnow goes down with an apparent hand injury. 2nd and inches. Linehan rolling out. I think you take off with this one. Instead, he holds it and finds Dante Pettis. A dangerous throw behind the linebacker there, and Pettis comes up with the catch. Gunslinger mentality here for Kai Linehan. Flat out to Lance Roach. A nice juke there. Will dodge the tackle, and he'll pick up about 8 yards. As the Flyers score here would essentially end this game, assuming we can hold on. Now Derek Francois down to the 18-yard line as he gets a nice run there of about 5 yards. 1st and 10. Linehan throwing this one out. That is caught and held on to down to the 9-yard line. That was Dudley Barton. Second down and 1. Jacoby Declan taking the reception here down to the 1-yard line. Will not score. And you would think Kosi Mensah is going to get the touchdown here, but Linehan staying in the game. Rolling out, taken down at the 1. 3rd and goal. And now it's the I form. Handoff. Kosi Mensah, his 4th touchdown of the game. What a game for him. Hitting the 1-yard king. The touchdown vulture there. So back on offense. Burrow throwing this one out. Caught by Renfro. Nice play there. With 5 minutes left, though, you got to start airing it out down the field. Down 21. Burrow throwing this one. Caught by Alonzo. Down to the 49-yard line. Now 1st and 10 with 4 minutes remaining in the game. Burrow in the gun. And he'll be sacked. Stephon Tuitt with a sack. Big time sack there, as we've been waiting for that kind of pass rush from him all year. Been excellent in the run blocking game, or run defense game though. Burrow in motion though will find T. Higgins, and Higgins making some guys miss. I didn't know he had that kind of moveset in him. And his 2nd catch there goes for a long gain. 2:45 left though. Time is running down as T. Higgins catches this one down to the 18, and maybe it's suddenly T. Higgins offense. 2nd down and 1. Alonzo out wide. Burrow will run with this one and elects to throw it out, and that is caught down to the 3-yard line. Now 2nd down and goal at the 8. Looks like Burrow making an adjustment here, motioning Renfro out wide. Burrow throws this one, and it is caught. Alonzo with his 4th touchdown of the game. My goodness. It's going to come down to him and Mensah for who gets the 5 first. 1st and 10, and that's a handoff to Declan. As now 3rd and 11 with 1:40 left in the game. Linehan will throw this one. Rolls out, throws it back across his body there and finds Murdoch. And that, pinning the flag, could be the end of the game. It is roughing the passer, and that effectively ends the game. Just have to run it down now. And for some reason, they're throwing, and Linehan throws a pick. What the heck? And this one will go back for 6. With 40 seconds left, no timeouts, why would you throw the ball? And do you know who that is? That is former Flyer Tracy Walker, who returned that for a touchdown. Poetic justice if I've ever seen it. Hanstein comes out, and Lance Roach gets it, falls on it. And that will officially end the game. No more shenanigans. But my goodness, that was closer than it needed to be. Well, the Flyers looked excellent this game. The offense was on fire. The defense, not so good. I think outside of some good pass rush, really the defense was pathetic. Not a great sign going forward, because the defense has been something we've relied on a lot in the last few games. But if the offense can stay this consistent and the defense can get back to form, this team could be Super Bowl bound. Not to put lofty expectations on the team. Let's go ahead and jump ahead to the after game special here. Look at some of our upgrades. Ernie Stachowski getting an upgrade. Haven't seen a lot from him since Theo Clements has taken the starting role. We're going to upgrade his blocking a little bit, as he will come in for more of rundowns now. Still want to see him get touches though, because he's really good. Dudley Barden getting his 1st attribute point, and we'll go ahead and use this on route running. He gets some medium route running. Some more upgrades here. Dante Pettis, and easily for him as our best physical receiver, I want to exacerbate that strength of his and make him even better at catching in traffic. James Lincoln gets an upgrade here, and we'll go ahead and upgrade his run game. He's a very well balanced right tackle, and this will only make him more so that way. Our final upgrade goes to Jeff Okudah, and this one we're going to make him better man-to-man. I mean, again, you're just balancing him out as one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and that is a huge upgrade for him. Looking at these games here, Indianapolis picking up the W despite 2 interceptions from Stanley, and the Giants somehow come back and win the game to reach 6-1 on the season. They've been great this year. Tampa Bay picks up a sneaky win, as Cole Bright still has not had a great game so far. Minnesota pulls off the upset over Green Bay, and thank you, Josh Kerchief, for what you've done. The Raiders picking up a win over the Broncos, as Gajkowski has an excellent day. And the Titans continuing to disappoint in defending their runner-up status, losing to the 49ers. The Steelers blowing out Baltimore. I did not expect this one, and that is despite McCole Hardman being traded to the team. And then the Patriots picking up a big time win. Excited to see what they can do with Tre'Davious White down the stretch of the season. Keanu Neal's someone that I've realized I want to re-sign just because I don't think the strong safety market looks great in this upcoming year. We have about $65 million to play with after this $11.5 million contract, and Keanu Neal will accept. Jonah Williams, I'd like to bring him back on a 2-year deal. $14 million apiece sounds reasonable to me. I'm going to offer this one, and unfortunately, Jonah Williams would not accept that one. Brandon Scherff for 14. Would he accept? Unfortunately, no either. 2 linemen we tried to get for cheap, but we just couldn't get them. Looking at linemen, speaking of which, Zach Garrison out of Ole Miss, a nice run blocking right tackle. And then looking ahead to our next prospect here, we have Curtis Simpson from Olympia. And he could be really special. Great coverage player with some good run stopping upside. Thank you so much for watching. That was a fun game. Gotta cut down on the mistakes that are going in our next week. Have a good one.